In this session, we are going to understand, firstly, common characteristics of effective public speaking. Second, understanding anxiety and how anxiety is connected to public speaking. And finally, the third one, which is how we can confront our fears while we are delivering a speech in front of a crowd or a gathering. Let's get started. First, and the most important characteristic of an effective public speaker would be knowing your audience. It is important to know who your audience is going to be and where they come from. And having understood that, it is important to ensure that the topic that is being spoken or the speech that is being delivered is relevant to the audience. It is also important that we ensure that we are in sync with them by maintaining the right energy, tone, passion and language. Apart from these, it is also important that we maintain eye contact and yes, get non-verbal responses from the audience in the form of a head nod or something similar. Second would be to have your focus crystal clear. It is very important to be aware of what your focus of the talk or the speech is going to be. And yes, this has to be well understood and designed while you are outlining your speech. While you are outlining, ensure that you also convince the audience that this is the purpose of your talk. And that being the case, there is good amount of clarity, not only with you, but also in your audience, and they are looking forward to hear something constructive. Third would be to win the hearts of your audience. As we all know, 90% of the communication while we are on stage happens non-verbally. It is always suggested that being calm and confident will also instill confidence in the audience for the speaker who's right in front of us. And yes, the best way to win hearts would be to ensure that we connect with the audience in super simple ways, which would be maybe in the form of humor or sharing a couple of personal stories relevant to the topic. Fourth would be preparation and practice. These are two different elements, but yes, go hand in hand. Preparation is to do with researching your topic very well and ensuring that you know as much as required so that while you're addressing the audience, you're confident and clear about the purpose of the talk. Practice is something more important, and that is to do with rehearsing the entire talk or the speech verbally or non-verbally, mentally or physically, as many times as possible to be able to have the confidence of delivering it flawlessly. Fifth would be giving feedback to yourself, and the best way to do that would be to pull out old videos and feedback yourself based on the performance that you've delivered previously. The best way to do that would be to rehearse multiple times in front of a mirror, and maybe if you have a smartphone, you can always record it. Having recorded, when you replay it, there are a few elements for self-feedback that you'll be able to collect, and you can start incorporating the feedback to improvise your entire talk. Last but not the least would be calling your audience to take action. You can educate your audience on how they can respond. And yes, based on that, you can also challenge them to be able to respond in terms of what their views or opinions are about the topic. These days, it's not only about delivering a talk or a speech or educating your audience on a specific topic, but it's two steps ahead of that, and that is how audience can play an equal role in getting involved in the topic that you've spoken about. On the whole, these 6 common characteristics play an important role to make an effective public speaker.